Hi, Python sets, no idea. There is an array of n integers. There are also two disjoint sets a and b, each containing m integers. You like all the integers in set a and dislike all the integers in set b. Your initial happiness is 0. For each I in the array, if I is an element of a, you add 1 to happiness. If I is an element of b, you add -1 to your happiness. Otherwise, the happiness does not change. Let's look at the sample input. On the first line, we are getting the n and m. So n, here 3, it determines the number of items in the main array, and m, which is 2 here, determines the number of items in each of these sets. We need to loop through the items in set A, and for each item in set A that is available in the main array, we increment the count by 1. Again, we need to loop through the items in set B. For each item in set B which is available in array, we need to decrement the count by 1, and in the end, whatever the count value is our answer. Now let's go to the code. First, we will get the input on the first line, n and m. So user input, and this is a input in single line, so we will use the split function to split these values, and it will be stored in a list. Now these items will be in string format, so I will typecast it to integer using the map function, and I will convert it to int. Yeah, so we are getting the input for n and m. Now we need to do the same thing for the master set. So let me type master, and yeah, this is an array, so I'll just type arr here. So master array is equal to, again we'll use the same way of getting the input, and this time we will just convert it to a list. So it will be a map item, so that is typecasted to list. Yeah, now we will get our sets. So set underscore a, which is equal to, again the same. Now instead of set list, I will typecast it to set, so that will remove any duplicates that are available, and again the same way we'll use for set b as well. Yeah, so let me print out this master array and set a and set b, and see how the outcome is. Yeah, run the code, and yeah, so the master array is in a list, and we have two sets a and b. Cool. Now what we have to do is we need to loop through this item in the master array. For I in master array, if I in set a, then we will increment the count plus equal to 1. For I in, again if I in set b, I will decrement the count by 1. Count minus is equal to 1. Also let me initialize the count, which is equal to 0. Now let's print the count. Yeah, let me run the code. Okay, so it passed the initial test case. Let me submit the code. is taking quite a bit of time. Yeah, so it passed all the test cases. Now there are multiple lines in this code. We can also do it in a different approach. We can implement it in a single line. So let's say I in set underscore a for I in master array. Okay, so I will just pass it to a sum function. Okay, and I'll print this sum function. So if I is in set a, it will return a boolean. So sum will count those boolean values. Let's run the code. Yeah, so 3 and 1 we got 2. Now we'll do the same thing for set B as well. Okay, so set B 5 and 7. Yeah, so 5 is present and we have 1 as the answer. Now let's combine this in a single line. So let me just do a bracket here. I'll just copy this. I'll do a minus operation and let me remove this line. So it will first check if the item is in set A, and it will also check if the item is in set B, and it will do the negative operation here and it will count. So let's see the output. Yeah, so it passed the initial test case. Let me submit the code. Yeah, so it passed all the test cases. Yeah, so this is another way of implementing this solution. If it is too complicated, you can always go for the regular approach. So that's the solution. If you like the video, hit the like button, and if you like the content, subscribe to the channel. Thank you.